Hello, Pro. My name is POONG ENG HIONG with matrix number BM23110053. So it is my pleasure to present my SSM project about eyes. So eyes is related to the ophthalmologist and it is a very important organ for human. So in this SSM project, I am going to present and introduce about eyes. So first, the definition of eyes. So eyes is our organ of vision. So its complicated design means that the image can pass through many layers and it is a part of a sensory nervous system. So it reacts to light and allows human to use visual information for various purposes, including seeing things, keeping balance, and maintaining circadian rhythms. So the specialist for treating this disease of eyes is ophthalmologist. So the important people in eye development. So I have found two important people in the eyes or ophthalmologist specialist development. So first is Ibn al-Haytham. So and the second one is Albert von Graffit. So Ibn al-Haytham is credited with explaining the nature of eyes and vision. So he carried out some experiments using a dark room that he called Albert Al Museum, and or it named as a camera obscura. So the device that forms the basic of photography, while Graphy is considered one of the founding father of modern ophthalmologists. So on his 150th death anniversary, we intend to remember his career and accomplishments and his contribute in this field. So I will also explain about anatomy of eyes. So for anatomy of eyes, so image can pass through its many layer and end up crisply focus on the back of the eye called the retina. So the retina is covered with light sensitive cells called the rods and cones. So information of shape, color, and pattern is picked up by the retina and carried to the brain through the optic nerve. So the structure of eyes is formed by two, which is two eyes. One is on the left and one is on the right of the face. So eyes sit in bony cavities called the orbits in the scalp. There are six extraocular muscles that control eye movements. So the front visible part of the eye is made up of the whitish sclera, a color iris, and the pupil. So a thin layer called conjunctiva sits on the top of this. So the front part is also called the anterior segment of the eyes. So next, there are several parts of the eyes and we can see the picture here. So there are 10 important parts in the eyes. So first, I will introduce them starting from the front of the eyes. So first is conjunctiva, which is the thin membrane covering the eyes. Next is sclera, the whites of the eyes. Cornea, the clear front surface. Aqueous humor, the fluid that fills a small chambers just behind the cornea. Iris, the color part of the eye, which is muscular ring. Okay, next is pupil, the hole inside the iris ring. The lens, the fine focus lens. Vitreous humor is a thick jelly-like fluid that fills the eyeball and keep it firm. Next is the retina, which is the curved black back layer of the eyes that cover in light-sensitive cells, cover called the rods and cones that I repeat just now. And then it can see the shape, color, and pattern in our environment. And last but not least is the optic nerve. It sends the information from the retina to the brain. So how the eyes works? So, first, the light passes through the cornea, and the cornea is shaped like a dome and bends light to help the eyes focus. Next, some of these lights enter to the eye through an opening called pupil. The iris will control how much light the pupil lets in. So, the lens will work together with the cornea and to focus light correctly on the retina. When light hits the retina, special cells called photoreceptor turns the light into electrical signal. This electrical signal travels from the retina through the optic nerve to the brain. So the brain will turn the signals into the image that we saw. So that means that the image that we see will be transferred to to the signals, electrical signals, and then transferred to the brain, and then we can see the image. So next is the disease, some of the diseases about eyes. So there are thousands of diseases about eyes, but I just picked four in this project. So first is quite common or familiar, which is amblyopia. It also means as lazy eye. So it is a type of poor vision that usually happens in just one eye, but also less commonly in both eyes. So it develops when there is breakdown in how the brain and eye work together, and the brain can recognize the sight from one eye. So actually, I also suffered the lazy eye when I was young. So I remember that I can't see the stairs in front of me, and then I cry in front of the stairs. So it is a bad memory because it affects my life when I was young. But luckily, it recovers now, and I can see normally already. So next is the hyperopia. So it also known as long-sightedness, and it means the ability to see things in the distance is uncompromised, which is normal, while the ability to see the close thing is blurry. So next is the myopia, which is the short-sightedness. So it is exactly opposite of long-sightedness and means the ability to see close things is clear, while the ability to see things in distance or far is blurry. So usually when people have these two kind of disease, they have to wear specs. So this we know this. And then last is the glaucoma. So it is a group of eye disease that we can cause vision loss and blindness by damaging a nerve in the back of our eye, which called the optic nerve. So this kind of disease will damage the optic nerve, cause the electrical signal cannot be transferred to the brain, so will be blurry to see the image. So there are several treatments for the three kinds of disease. So first is amblyopia. So the treatment or the way to solve it is the correct eyewear, glasses or contact lens that it can correct the problem such as nearsightedness, but it also helps to treat the lazy eye. So next is the eye patch. Okay, eye patch it used to stimulate the weaker eye, and when child wears the eye patch, it will be better vision for 2 to 6 or more hours a day. So next is the treatment for hyperonia or myopia, which is the long and short sightedness. So usually it is treated with glasses or contact lens. So we see that there are almost 50% of people now is wearing glasses because of the long and short sightedness. So how it treats the people. So when we wearing glasses, the glasses helps the light to transfer to the retina in the correct position, because long-sightedness and short-sightedness is caused by the light transfer in the wrong position in the retina. So it will correct this and we will treat this kind of disease. So second one is also the laser eye surgery and lens surgery. So it can be used to improve sight in adults. So last but not least is for glaucoma. So there are several treatments, which is laser surgery, medicine. Usually we are using eye drops and also surgery to treat this kind of disease. So in conclusion, eye is very important organ for human, and it is useful for us. If without eye, we cannot see, we cannot feel, we cannot enjoy the people in around us and the beautiful world. So we must protect our eyes effectively and protect it through some ways such as exercise, get amount of sleep, and usually when we work a lot, we need to give our eyes some rest to let it become protectly. So we must do something to let our eye become healthy, and that's all from me. So hope Prof have a nice day. And I am Pong. Thank you.